All right, we're going to pick up right where we left off. Metron, he's a win. He's a win. He's a win. I don't want to talk about Orion again. All right, so here's an interesting one. And we've got the weapon thing again. I don't... Is it so... I'm almost of the opinion that if DC said you can't give them real weapons, because I know I've seen Granny Goodness fight with something other than, like, this one almost looks like a small cowbell or one of those, there's the Mexican toy where the ball on the string and the cup ball, you try to catch it. I know I've seen her fight with something more serious than this, and if this was all they would let you have, just have her hand open and add some crackling electricity or something. Okay, back to Granny Goodness that we got. So again, the art's on point. The art is always on. I don't always like the art, but the art is always solid. The gentleman that does this, I don't know his name, and I'm probably not going to learn it for this, but he does good work. The sculptors that do this stuff, they do amazing work. Please don't ever take it as I think that the people who work on this are not talented. It is just that the options they were given, and I'm confident this is what they were given, are just they're dog shit sometimes. I'm sorry, they are. Now, Granny Goodness is an interesting character because Granny Goodness is the ultimate epoch of like evil grandma. And you know what? I can absolutely do evil grandpa. Or grandma, excuse me. So you know what? I'm here for this one. We can do this. So on to the box. So the first cool thing about the box, this is probably, if you were going to get this box, unless you're in that's what I assume, I don't know this, I assume is a very small group of people who think that this is a cool box full of characters they really care about. If you do, I am super happy for you. I suspect that you're not real happy about the choices you were left with to play as heroes since we can't play zombies. But if this box made you happy, then trust me, I'm happy for you. Boom tubes. Cool idea, cool way to do it. Have them show up, have them have their own deck, that just like nightmare fuel because you know nothing good is coming from it. You know the parademons, and we're going to get to the parademons, are going to show up and be a giant pain in the ass. It's good. I like it. It's a huge win. I'm going to talk about what CMON is coming short on and what they're excelling on at the end of this. We're going to get back to that. Let's keep going. All right, so the man, the myth, the legend, the guy himself, the Darkseid. We knew he was going to come. We knew he should be interesting. He should be powerful. We can't play him. Now, I can understand not playing Trigon. I can even understand not playing Darkseid, but it's still a disappointing thing to deal with. They managed to get us rules to play Red Skull, and they managed to get us rules to play Thanos, and they've made up rules to play Superman, where he's super powerful. So with any luck, we'll get a living Darkseid. Spoiler alert, we get something kind of like that, and I'm going to rant about that when we get to it. But for now, what do we have? So we have a evil zombie Darkseid, and he has his own deck. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of when they have their own decks. I love the variation in the way that you play. I like it when one of these guys shows up, or girls, and they are just, everything changes, and you got to reprioritize how you're dealing with stuff. On the stream, they mentioned that one of the Omega beams is different than what we see here. It actually it targets somebody, and then if you don't kill Darkseid by the end of the next turn, that person dies. That's awesome. That is real stakes. I am about it. Let's make them dangerous. Let's make them unfair. You know what? I played Black Plague with the little killer bunny rabbit, man. I am about this kind of stuff. Now, this is where it falls short for me. And again, I'm going to say it again because I don't want anyone out there to misunderstand me. I respect the artist that designed Darkseid. I respect the artist who drew it. I respect the person that molded it. This model looks like shit. I'm sorry, it does. It looks like he's wearing a onesie. He looks like he's wearing a onesie that has been unbuttoned, and nothing I do or say will make me unsee it. It looks like he's wearing a onesie, and honestly, it almost looks like he's wearing a bib. Back to our friend Google search, check him out. He doesn't look like he's wearing a bib. That looks like a mean motherfucker. Look at it. No bib, no onesie. It irritates me a lot how much I had to do to get this picture to show up. But look at this. He's still got the kilt. He's still got the tight shirt. He still has the weird helmet thing that he's known for, but he's menacing. He's menacing and he looks serious, and it's a licensed DC product, so somebody at DC signed off on this. Why isn't he in this position? This is the dark side position. I know. Again, Simon probably didn't get a say in this. This is probably not their first choice, but this is what they were okay to do, so this is what they can do. So let's move on. Bernadette. I have no idea who this is. I know that Darkseid has the feminine Furies, and they were trained by Grandma Goodness. I suspect if you're a fan of the Furies, none of this is the way you want them to look, even as zombies. This one is definitely the more interesting one. I like this one a little more. Visually, she's more interesting. The skin-tight suit and the weird lady part enhancements they got going on here is a strange choice for a zombie, but so be it. And then we've got Stampa, who might have the worst name of a character I've seen today. Are you a Stampa fan? Are there Stampa fans out there? If you're a Stampa fan, leave a note. Mad Harriet. Now, this one looks interesting. I don't know what she would look like as a non-zombie, but at least as a zombie, she looks interesting. Like, she's all full of like crazy manic energy, and you know what? This one's okay. Let's talk about parademons. That right there, that you see right there, that zombie kite man. Nothing you tell me is going to say me. Nothing you can say is going to convince me of different. He doesn't even have the U on his chest. The dark side U, the Omega symbol. That is Kite Man with teeth. We're coming back here for just a second because I want you to look at the models. There, Kite Man standing on clouds. As Kite Man standing on clouds. There are lots of parademon designs. DC needed to let them pick a better one that's more in line with the thematic like zombie apocalypse, or not let them use it. The items, I assume they're okay. You know what? Honestly, at this point, even if Orion's apparatus there is the most powerful thing in the game, I refuse to use it. On principle, I refuse to use it. Here's what we've all been really waiting for, though. We wanted to find out what the all-in was going to be. It's a $35 discount. Unfortunately, most of these expansions are between $40 and $50 or $60 anyway. So it's really not even like the Marvel one where you could get a box worth of stuff for free by doing it. It's just $35 off of what they're charging, and they give you some extra stuff. Now, the giant model, that's a cool idea, but I have no idea who that is. The 3D rendered models for the destructible environment stuff, that's a cool idea. I think that the Daily Planet one is not a great choice for this, but it's cool. It's a cool idea. It's a good bonus thing to give out. So this is the big girl. I'm sorry, I can't remember what her name is, and I don't care enough to find out. It commits the cardinal sin. It's boring. It's a boring model. It's a giant boring model. I had a little bit of problem with this with the Sentinels, but at least the Sentinels they looked like iconic robots and were giant and boring. But I don't know. It looks like we're going into part 3 because I got more to say and we ain't done yet. So stick around.